Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I just spilled coffee on myself, but I'm all ready to paint. I also have paint all over my fingers anyway, so. Good morning, everybody. How are you all? Happy Wednesday. Halfway through the week already. I can't believe it. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Hazel. Selenia from Portugal. Is that how you say your name, Selenia? Julie. Hi, Julie. How are you? So I'm excited to paint this morning. I have a fun day ahead. I have work, and then I'm gonna meet Lori Seibert. She has a business called Art Biz Jam, and they're doing a tour, a really cool tour. They went to, I think they already went to Anthropology on a tour, and they're coming here to Lancaster to tour Primitives by Kathy, which is a cool company that's based here in Lancaster, started years ago. Just a lady went to a craft fair and she was making like, I think she was actually making like wooden boxes that had things cut out of them, like Christmas trees, and they were almost like looked like a tissue box, and to put candles inside of. And it was like way long ago, maybe in the 80s. And anyway, she ended up having this company go gangbusters, and she's the one that does all like the little wooden blocks with sayings on them. And Lori's company, this Art Biz Jam, they're doing a tour, and she invited me to come meet them and say hello. I couldn't do the whole tour, maybe next year, because it sure does sound like fun. But I'm going to meet them at Primitives by Kathy and go on a tour this afternoon, so I'm looking forward to that. I love doing anything art-related and meeting new art friends. It's always fun. So this morning, let me see, I'm going to turn this around. Oops. I'm going to paint, I can't think of what this is called. I think this is it called a nasturtium? I'm not sure. Can someone help me with that? Hi, Jackie. How are you? I'm glad you guys are all here. Do you have your coffee or tea? Are you ready to go? Alstroemeria is right. Okay, good. That's what my cousin, let me take the back off of my iPad here. I have one of these iPads that has the keyboard. Do you guys have that? So that I can sit and use it as like a little computer, which is really nice, but I use it for this more than anything, for painting. So I've been super busy. I was working on a big commission piece this weekend, and I have been working on some larger pieces because I have a group show at a local gallery. It's my first like real gallery show. Well, maybe kind of like my second. Hello to Louisiana. Anyway, hi Dee. I love my illustration. Dee's been doing beautiful bird paintings. Did I already tell you this last week? I don't know. Dee Paris has been doing them, and I bought one of hers of a flamingo, and I absolutely love it. So if you don't know her work, go check it out. Let me see where, I was ready here, but I was getting ready. I'll have to show you. I'm doing an art show in Doylestown. Good morning, Ellen. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Eileen. I'm doing an art show in, oh, and look at this. I got some new brushes. I'm so excited. I got Rosemary and Company, just a few. I treated myself to, my brushes were just, I mean, look at them all. I have all these brushes. I'm sorry. And they're all like tired, very tired. Well, some of these are fun. Like I can't wait to use this one. And this is a brush that I got to like, if I'm doing clouds or something, it's a really soft brush to softly blend. Isn't that fun? But these are my new ones. Let me show you. So this is my very favorite brush. It's the Rosemary Eclipse 12. I wish this came in like a 24. I'll have to write to them and ask them if they're, sorry, my fingernails are a mess. But it's a nice, look at the point. My brushes don't look anything like that. And I actually have 3 little ones. I don't use these little brushes very often, but I didn't know what size I needed. So I bought, what did I get? I got a 0, a 1, and a 2. And Like, I really only use these for like little bird's eyes and stuff, but it'll be nice just to have them. But I'm going to put these away because I don't have anything tiny to paint right now. To Doyle, yes, I hear Doylestown's very pretty. We go to New Hope a lot, which isn't far from there, but I've never been to Doylestown. I think it's going to be a bit of a crazy show because I have to set up my tent both days. And to say that that is no fun is an understatement. I mean, the people who do it all the time make it look easy, but let me just tell you, I'm a long way from that. So I'm still deciding if I'm going to do any shows, or if I am next year, it would be very few. So it's hard to do it and work full time and keep up with doing the art. You know, it's hard to know what to focus on, whether I should be focusing on creating artwork, like I'm just always running from one thing to another. I want to paint. I love teaching now. I want to create a video. And I can't do all that and prep and do outdoor shows. And so it'll fall into place as it always does. I shouldn't worry about it, but I do. So I was listening to Dennis Perrin, a ton of work doing, yes, Julie, oh my gosh, it's so much work. And I really am not sure that's even worth all the work. Especially going back, like if that's what I did as my full-time job, and when I went home on Monday, I could unpack everything and regroup, but you know, I come home on Sunday night and I have to be at work on Monday morning. So it's a little crazy. So I was talking about Dennis Perrin is someone I had taken one of his online courses on painting peonies, because you know I love peonies, and he was talking about painting loose versus painting tight, which is what I often talk about. Like, I like to paint loose. That's why I started doing oil painting. I used to do watercolors, and I can paint tight, like super realistic, because I've been in advertising. I have to do illustrations for things. Like, I've always been more of a tight painter, and I wanted to loosen up my style, so I started doing oil painting, which definitely helped to loosen it up. But he was talking the other day about not painting loose, but painting with intention. I know, Karen, aren't they great? Karen said, "Oh, a pretty choice. Colors are fabulous." Yeah, I know. I'm kind of, as much as I am a summer person, I'm enjoying fall colors right now. Like, I did a couple sunflowers the last few days. They were so fun. I have to decide what I'm going to paint at my workshop, too. Oh, good, Carrie. I'm glad you're excited. So I have to remember to read these, because I think when the videos go on YouTube, when I post these afterwards, I don't think people can see your comments. Oh, anyway, so I'm always going off task. I was talking about painting. He calls it painting with intention, and I love that. I never thought about it that way, but it's not so much about being loose or tight. It's more about thinking about your brush strokes, which I don't do very much in this particular layer, when I'm just kind of mapping in where my stuff's going to go. But in the painting itself, I really love that idea that it's more about painting with intention, because you're stopping and really thinking about what you're doing and where you're placing your brush stroke. So I think that's what I'm going to call it, painting with intention instead of painting loose. What do you think? Do you guys agree? Part of what helps, like when I have an area that I want to kind of glow in a painting, I try to leave this transparent part of it shine through. That helps to make it look like it's glowing. Did I get all my... Need some yellow. All right. That's good. mixed in there. Put some greens in. So I went to, I don't know if you saw it on Instagram, I went to a workshop this past weekend. My friend Beth did a workshop, and I'm so glad I had the opportunity to go. So it was on a Saturday in the afternoon. And she does plein air painting, and she paints in, she calls it a reductive method. So you actually put paint down on your substrate, on your board, which she gessos. So I'm going to play around with that. Maybe I can do something. I mean, it won't be like hers, because hers are absolutely stunning, but it'd be fun to play with her method a little bit. Here, I'll show you how it looks. So this is, all right, am I going to be able to get far enough back? This is what I painted. Oh no, I'm going to have to move it. So you paint and then go in and use a squeegee and take paint away. So she had texture underneath. So when you squeegee it, it leaves the texture, like some of the paint stays down in the grooves and stuff. So it was really fun, and it was painting from life, which I don't usually do. But my gosh, it was fun. And just she paints, we got 2 tubes of paint, 2 colors, and that's basically what we used. And then we could go into her box and get whatever we wanted. Oh, I'll show you my squeegee because it's so cool. No, wait, sorry. Whoops. So here's my squeegee. Isn't it pretty? And then she also makes a little squeegee. You have to find that. And then this is the paint that we used. It's Cobra water-soluble oils. Just those 2 colors and a little bit of extra to make that. So she does that plein air painting outside. Here I am off task again, right? That's kind of nice. My daughter Isabel drives to school now, so I was here. I have my paints out. I'm a little bit more ready for this than I used to be. So guys, do you want to say where everybody's from? I guess I should read them too in case this doesn't. I should watch one of my videos afterwards. When I put them on YouTube, I'm always kind of mortified by how they look, and I don't even want to see them. So getting ready for the Doylestown Art Show, I'm going to sell prints there. I've never done that. And I did buy one of those little, like, painting hammocks. I just got it out this morning. And I had to order prints, which was, you know, it's hard to decide. I don't know what may or may not sell. I don't know. You know, some people say that if you sell prints, then people won't buy your originals. But I think it's a completely different audience. Somebody who wants an original and somebody who wants a print. And you know, I like if you want to buy something and you can't spend that much money, I love to offer something that you can afford, because it's still cool. It's still supporting the arts. And gosh, I guess that's how the vase goes. I can use creative license and do whatever I want, right? I always have to remember that. I think I'm going to put blue in the background. So I'll show you the prints that I got made then when I get up again. Karen, cannot wait to see you do this. Good, thank you. Oh, I didn't see these extras. Saw this earlier in the week. Very lovely and interesting idea. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh, where did no, wait, whoops. I'm sorry, I got this comment thing up. Oh, I'm commenting off. No, I don't want to do that. I always wondered how people like do videos and they tag, they like do a hashtag like live painting video. I never knew how to do that, but I think I just figured it out, but I'm not doing it right now. I'll forget where I'm at with this. I don't want to do that. Yeah, so getting ready for this and getting prints made, like that's a whole new thing to learn. And then I also have a few of them on my website. And it takes me a while. How do you come up with the names for your paintings? I find it difficult. Oh my gosh, so do I. I find it very difficult. What I do, my paintings are either named after something I'm thinking about while I'm painting, or they're just kind of random fun words that I might find just in the middle of life. And I'll be doing something and someone will say a word and I put it in my phone. So I have lists. And as unorganized as I am, literally they're just lists. Like it's not even a list of names organized. They're just words in my phone. And then when I can't think of what I want to call something, and they're always usually positive thoughts because that's what I want my art to be, positive and upbeat and fun. And so I just have lists of positive words, which aren't a bad thing just to read any old time anyway. Huh. Thank you. So if I missed any questions or anything, let me know. I didn't realize it was. So when I stop to read your notes to me, then it stops scrolling, and I don't realize that people are writing to me until I scroll down through. Sometimes I think it would be better if I could film from behind me and then you could see my palette and see everything at the same time, but I haven't figured that out yet because I wouldn't be able to see what you're saying to me, and that's part of the fun, right? All right, I'm getting out my trusty old box of my RNF pigment sticks. So I'll try and post today when I go on that tour, let you know what it's like, who I meet. A lot of times when I go to things like that and meet new artists, they end up being people that maybe I know on Instagram, which is really fun. I love our art community. I want to leave it glow in there a little bit. There are definitely pinks in there. This is my cousin Donna's favorite flower. I don't know if she's on here watching. Sometimes she pops in, but I think she wants me maybe to do a large painting of this for her. I already have the canvas, but it would be very fun to do a big one. Hi, Lou. How are you? Look, oh, Barbara, what was I using? This, the pink or the dark red? This is warm rose. It's more of a pink color. And the darker red one is quinacridone magenta. She says, I love them to come in so many colors and they last forever. I know, I love them too. Oh, the flowers. I should plant some. These are called RNF pigment sticks, Donna, that I'm using. Good morning, Sharon. I really should. I used to have a garden before I had children. And, you know, we have some flowers growing out in the yard, but I just can't quite find the time to make a flower garden, but I sure would love to have one. That's why I go to market so much. They fill that need for me and go buy them. Although they don't, market doesn't have like as many unusual things as I wish they did. Like I need to find a local florist that has random stuff. But I know how that works too. It's like florists can't buy all kinds of unusual things because they have to have people to buy them or they just go to waste. So, you know, that resource is tough. There's a place called the Farm at Oxford that I follow, and she grows the most amazing flowers, but it's like probably an hour and a half from here. But I would love to go there. She actually sells her flowers that she grows to Terrain. Have you heard of Terrain? It's like Anthropologie's home and garden store. It's just absolutely amazing. And she sells her flowers there. So that's how gorgeous they are. Because everything Anthropologie does is gorgeous. All right, oops, a little green. Then I think do I want a little blue in there? I might want a little blue in there. Because I feel like it's a little gold. I always like this gold. It doesn't always show through, but I love it. Oops. Just taking the lid off the green one. I can't get it in and out of the tube, but there is nothing. So I just got my fingers all messy. It's okay. I do it all the time. I'm going to put that up in there later. I'll leave this out since I don't have a lid for it. What else was I going to do? Blue and light blue, and then I'm ready to mix colors. Blue isn't really showing up very much, is it? Pretty. All right, my last one. My favorite color, this, what is it called? Pale something green, I think. Lighten that up in there. A little too much on here. It's getting, that's good. I don't want to make a mess. Yeah, I don't know if I have can find my little squeegee from, oh, I should show you my prints here before I get too messy with my hands. Do you want to see them? Because I'm going to move this to show you mixing anyway. So excuse my mess of a studio. You know, all you need is a little space and you can have a studio. So here are my prints. Aren't they fun? So I got some small ones. These are 6 by 8, and then I got some larger, a few of the birds from my calendar from last year. And I took a bunch of my paintings in for my calendar for this coming year. And I have medium size, and I even did a few really big ones. And look how cool. So that's from a 6 by 8 painting. But isn't it beautiful? I love the prints. They're on beautiful paper. So nice. Squeegee. Let me see if I can find the squeegee that Beth gave me. I don't know what I do with it. I had it all here, and I was organizing, if you want to call it that, moving things around. I can squeegee just a little smidge. But you know what? I'm going to wait and do it next week because don't you find the paint sticks just scrape the base paint off? It does a little bit, Kate, but not entirely. Like, it leaves little chunks of color on there. But if you do, oh, you know what too? If you don't take like that outside layer off. That's the hard layer. It definitely does. But you have to, like, you know, I use my paper towel and clean off because it gets a film over it. So I clean it off with this, like that piece. Like, it actually sometimes just the whole thing peels off. This one's a mess. So that might help you. But it depends how wet your painting is. They're gorgeous. Where do you get your prints done? I get my prints done by a local guy. He does them for me. And I know there are online resources. I've never tried that. And he's probably more expensive, but like, I know him. I just go to his place and pick him up. Like, I like it. And he actually scans so he is busy scanning the ones that I'm going to use for my calendar this year. Although they're not all dry yet, but his name's, no wait, keep doing that. Hi, Diane. His company is called Blacksmith Printing. Julie, I've had only one. I had a real professional photo shoot like in the fall. My friend Julie, who works for me, her daughter is a photographer and a wedding photographer, and she came and did photos for me, and they were terrific. But she couldn't really, the way she does, she's good at portraits, but she really didn't, she photographed my artwork, but it was blown out, like it wasn't what I needed. So I still don't have nice photos of my large paintings. I still have to figure out how to do that. Oh, that's right, we're going to mix colors. I was going to be lazy and dive right in. So I haven't mastered that part of the business yet, how to photograph big paintings, because you need to have them in situ, like in a room. You need close-up shots, you need detail shots, and I just can't figure the lighting out. And my living room's not that large to set up gorgeous in situ shots either. So I'll get there. It's on my list of things to learn, and you know, it's all a process. Someone said to me, I was talking to a friend the other day, oil paintings are so, yes, Julie, they're so hard to get good photos of. I need to do more research, I guess. I was talking to a friend who came to visit and talking about my art, and she said something to me like, I was talking about all the things I have to learn. Like, you know, I'm still learning about photography. I'm learning about, right now I'm watching a video by Tina Garrett, and she's painting a portrait. And I don't paint portraits, but I love her style. It's more detailed, but it's still very intentional and beautiful. And I said, I have so much to learn. And she said, like, you still have more things to learn of your craft of painting? And I said, oh my goodness. Like, I feel like I'm at, like, I have so much to learn. And that's kind of the fun thing about this, isn't it? It's just never ending things to learn. Get a color kind of in between there. It's a big jump. Yeah, I feel like I have a million things to learn. Like, now I'm learning about shipping. I mean, that is totally not fun to learn about. Like, I don't even know. We should set up a photo shoot at Short Dog. Beth, I would love that. Beth's who I went and did the workshop with right there. Go follow her. I would absolutely love that. Let's do that. Because you have a great space there to do it. She has a studio away from home where she can go and paint, and she does where people can go and paint. Oh, wait, I'm trying to think what color I need. She does full setups of like people for, gosh, my words are gone because I'm trying to think about what colors. I'm going to play with this color, Deep Shell, that I got. It's a Charvin color. Charvin's been sending me some of their products to sample, which is so much fun. But she does, you know, figure painting. So she'll set people up in a pose, and they'll do that on a Friday afternoon and just like so much fun. It's hard for me to miss work, but one of these Fridays I will. But Beth's an awesome plein air painter, and she is going to do her reductive painting, doing a workshop in Wayne, PA, if anybody's from around here. I don't know if you still have any spots left in that, Beth, but, and somewhere else too. Are you doing it in North Carolina? I think maybe you said. I can't remember. All right, now I need to go maybe a little more yellow. Is that permanent rose? Yes, Julie, is like one of my very favorite colors. It is permanent rose. It's magical. For the longest time when I was starting to learn to paint, I couldn't figure out how to get that vibrant pink color until I realized it was because I didn't have the right paint. But now I do. That's a nice vibrant red orange, isn't it? Oh, do you see, Beth, are you still on here? Someone just asked, do you have an upcoming workshop in Louisiana? I know you have one far away. That could be Louisiana. All right, those are good. Now I need some greens. Oh, good, Beth. Thanks. Can't go wrong going to Beth's workshop. I loved it. Loved every minute of it. She's a great instructor. I think that looks like a good start. Pretty colors even right on there, aren't they? Crazy thing. That's the other thing I need to learn more about is because I do want to make an online course, and I'm kind of got it figured out a little bit in my mind. I have to meet about it and figure out how to start, but I have to get a lot better at being on camera. I'm a little shy on camera because I always am so self-conscious of how I look. Like, I always think that I look like a hot mess. But I did it yesterday. I did that little video to say I was painting this morning before I made dinner. And you know, I know from being an art director and doing that all my life, like I was doing a photo shoot at a school the other day. And some of the kids didn't want their pictures taken because they thought they looked bad. And I was like, oh my gosh, well, first of all, you look amazing. But I know that, and I can tell other people that they look amazing. But I would be the same way. Like, I would be like, oh my God, I look terrible. I don't want anyone taking my picture. But I think also when you do something like that, you don't know if the person's going to post bad photo of you too, which I would never do that. But it was kind of the first time I was the person on the other side of the camera. Usually I am art directing the photo shoot. This time I was doing both. A hot mess. I'm often a hot mess. We're almost always. We're all, yeah, so self-conscious. Oh my gosh, I look at myself, I think I look old, I look tired. But, you know, I guess I earned it, right? I look a lot younger and less tired than I will in 10 years. Holly, you think I paint fast. Yeah, so tell me, like, if I would do an online workshop, like, do you guys think that that would be something you'd be interested in? And, like, do you have any suggestions of things that you'd like to have be part of it, other than painting? Like, I was thinking about how to kind of break it up into buckets of things to learn. But anything that maybe I'm not thinking of that would be something you'd like to learn from me. There were other artists at the art show I did in Rehoboth, wishing I would do something on social media. But I could add things like that in. Now, I'm thinking an online, good, Anita. Composition, yep. I have that on my list, I think. I started to make a list this morning. Sometimes life is just so full of noise, that I can't even think in a straight line. And it's hard to sit down and plan something like that when I feel like I can barely breathe. And then the next thing I hear is, oh, you should rest, you should have time for yourself, you should relax. It's like, I don't know when. But anyway, I was looking for white paint. It's amazing I get anything done when I'm talking and painting at the same time. I think I'm getting better at that, though. Transparent, yes, I love it. Your thought process. Yep. All right, wait, that's a good one. Thought process is good. And I think hands down most important part of the thought process of painting is confidence. Without that, you got nothing, but confidence is key. Because I think once you start thinking about things and you're not thinking with confidence, it lets room for that doubt to come in. And that doubt is not friends with painting or art. Carrie, it is so relaxing to paint. Yep. That is my relaxing part of my day. I feel like I can't see very well. I'll have to turn the light a little bit. I feel like I'm working in the dark. I know you have a little bit of glare, but it's hard for me to see where the colors are popping. That's another thing I have to learn, is how to light this. Thanks, Beth. Yeah, I think that's the graphic designer in me. Beth also had a similar path in life. She was a graphic designer also, and she moved to Lancaster. How long ago, Beth, did you move here? We could do one of those screen sharing things. She moved, I have no idea how long ago it was. Maybe 6 years ago, 8 years ago. And, oops, oh no. We kind of started this journey at the same time, and we both were graphic designers. And she moved to Lancaster and started a life drawing course on Wednesday evenings, and that's, I think, where we met. Or maybe we met online before that. But her life has gone all into 7 years ago. So that's about when I started painting, I would say. You too, Beth? I mean, I always did art because of being a graphic designer, but it was never this much fun. And so she does plein air painting now. She travels half the year. I can't even catch her at life drawing class because she's off and running. Moved to Lancaster to paint. So that was your intention when you came here. That's so cool. I love that. Yeah, so we started kind of at the same time, and I still have yet to go plein air painting with her. I want to do that one of these days. But I don't have that plein air painting easel. I need to get one to treat myself to that. I'm wonky about that. For 30 years, Beth. Yeah, me too, Beth. That's exactly where I'm sitting. 30 years of doing that, being art director and graphic designer. I think I'm at 30 now. That's crazy. I never thought I'd be doing the same thing for so long. Sometimes I still do love it when I have fun layout projects to do. I love it. And I've been doing a lot more web design stuff, and that's fun too. Oh, wait, where's this? My brain's not going in the right spot. Carrie says, don't put things off, Kim. Life is way too short. Yes, I know. It is. Like, I love that color there, but I have something, there, a little piece of the, shoot. Let's look at the bottom is on here. I need to clean my easel off. It's all lumpy at the bottom from too much paint. Well, that's a day of mishaps for me, isn't it? It lived, though. There we go. Julie Burke posted a video the other day. She was out plein air painting, and the wind came along and blew everything over into the water. It was a big mess, but her painting survived unscathed and turned out gorgeous. Kind of like life. You don't know what's going to happen. You just got to roll with it, right? Well, I love this color that I got. I don't know if you can't see that. I'll show it to you at the end. It's a real cool color in there. All right. Where are we? 43. Beth says, yes, that's why Kim paints at 5:30 in the morning. We can find all-time find for our passions. We sure can. And Julie says that was an adventure for sure. It was fun to watch, but I'm sure it wasn't fun to clean up. Okay, what am I doing here? I do fine talking to you guys, and then I come back and can't remember where I was. Now, this is the intentional part. So it's like, and patience is another piece of it, but like I did a lot of the background work, and I had to be patient and not go too fast. And now I can add in all the fun little parts that you can see make all the difference, and do it very gently and very calm. So patience is something I really lack. I think it's from, trying to get a million things done every day. But definitely getting better. I'm more patient with my art than I am with other things. Thanks, Beth. Beth said she loves it. I use big brushes. It keeps it loose and fresh. Yes, big brushes are important to help keep it loose because you can't go in and fuss at the details. Well, you can a little bit, but it makes it much more challenging. You have to just put your stroke down and leave it. Sorry, I'm thinking here. I think okay. I am loving my new brush. It just makes it so much easier to paint with a brush that's fresh because it doesn't, hi Lori D, how are you? It doesn't like separate. Yeah, it's amazing. And I use my stuff probably longer than I should. Thanks, Lori. Lori, is your name Lori or Lori D? I never know which I should call you. Now I'm going to drop in a little bit of lighter yellow. Oh, I need to work on this one here. I missed this part. I think that went, Lori D. Okay, good to know, Lori. Thank you. Yeah, I have a friend from high school, Lori D. Is their name on Instagram anyway, or Facebook. So that's easy to remember. Oh, I like that little bit of more of a pink, soft pink color. And then this has that little getting those little darks. Kind of push it back a little bit. There's no real darks in here. Maybe right in here there is. Okay, brilliant. I have to buy some of those paints some days. Oh, the colors are so rich. Yes, I love them. The pink softens it up. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Okay, so now I have to think about the little, I don't know, what are they called? Stamens? I don't know what those little things are called. I'm going to suggest them. all those two sets there. I don't know. Holly says, do you use color right out of the tube? Do you ever mix your own colors? Yes, I do mix. See, here I have my mixtures down here. So sometimes they're right out of the tube, but for the most part I do mix. Gosh, now you're seeing all kinds of glare. Let me fix the light. Was it looking like that before? Sorry, you tell me if it's glaring too much. I'll fix it. Maybe I'll get one of my new little brushes out. Should I for my little... No. Nah. I'm going to stick with this, I think. Maybe I will get a smaller one. I don't want to mess it up. But not quite as small as my new ones. I'm going to get out one that's kind of the right size. You know what I need? I need a little purple, I think. Just feeling like I need a little purple. Well, that's not purple. Whoops, that's permanent mauve. That is why that color was not working for me. When I started painting, I thought I'd never, like just intuitively know colors. And I still have a long way to go, but there are times when I'll be working on something and I think I know exactly what color I need. I love when that happens. All right, let's do a little bit of... I don't want to put every last one in here, just a hint. And this is part of that patience part of it too, because if I put this all in there too soon, it would get wonky. I don't know, I can't think of a better word. We mess it up. You have to be patient and do the little kisses of the fun stuff at the end, and waiting till the end is always hard. There's just a bit of this little dot that's magical, right? Right at that point. All right, that was a little too much right there. I'm happy with it. Does it need anything else? soft. Let me sign it and then, well, you know what? I think that I'm not happy with the, let me see what I can do here. With the background. It's just a little mayonnaise or something. It's just mayonnaise sitting back there. Let me... Does that help a little bit? It looks like you practically don't use any white paint. No, not very much white paint at all. White paint tends to kind of make it get chalky. I do use it kind of as a kiss at the end. Whoops. I have a little too much blue on there, but that's okay. That kind of pushed it back a little, and that's fine. So, yeah. What was I saying? I have no idea. Yeah, don't use much white paint because it makes paints get chalky looking. There, I think that's good. I like that better. It's a little livelier. And I'm going to sign it, and I'll show it to you up close. Yeah, I know it can throw off the whole thing if you don't like the background color. So there's my palette. How fun. And then there's the painting. And there's my reference. So I will save this and post it on my website. I'll do it here, and then I'll post it on my website and on my YouTube channel. Go follow me on YouTube too, because I need to keep getting more followers on there. It's an awful lot of stuff to keep up with, but I'm learning. Every day I learn something new. So guys, thanks so much for coming and watching me paint. And I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.